Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into Suga and this apparent topic that had gone around for a bit about Suga dating this man, who this man is, and what BigHit and even the man's statement was, and just what happened. I also want to get into a video that shows Jennie had bought or was sent the BTS album, and the video ended up going viral, and I saw people talking about it. So I definitely wanted to give my thoughts. Now grab your dumpling, a tea spilling mug merch, and let's jump into the tea. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be first, leave your hate comment. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell also, and you'll be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to get into is Suga's queer side. People for the longest time thought that Suga was a little queer. This is from the interpretation of one of his quotes where he had allegedly talked about gender not really mattering. This is totally possible, but in my opinion, when this article came out, I believe being queer or gay was definitely very taboo, like way more so than now. So the interpretation of what he said is definitely up to you. If you're Japanese and can find or read the original, please let me know what your interpretation of it is, because I'm sure the language also has cultural things mixed into the words, so it could mean something different and not be translated entirely perfectly. I believe Suga was working with the producer a little while ago, and people saw how chummy they were with each other. They seemed to like each other enough and probably hung out a lot. And Suga's also a producer now too, so no doubt they spoke a lot with each other, as maybe Suga wanted to learn because he had a passion for producing music. I can totally see him being one of BigHit or Hype's producers when Suga decides that he no longer wants to be on stage anymore and just wants to have a chill career. For sure, it'll be nice for him. I think Suga was also working on his mixtape at the time, so he spent a lot of time with a producer. The producer's name is J Pearl. I believe Suga was also working on his mixtape, and so there was a lot of work to get done. And the mixtape had very complex and intricate beats, so I'm sure they spent a lot of time working together to get it to sound the way it does. Then I think it was J Pearl who posted a photo of a gift that Suga had bought him, and it was like a producer set. I don't know exactly what it all is or what it does. I am not good with audio and stuff at all. I'm sure you can tell by how bad my audio is most of the time. But the thing costs about $400. I think this is what made people really think the two were dating, because it was an expensive gift. Like $400 for a gift is a lot of money. But I do want to say, in terms of how much equipment goes for, like if someone wanted to give me a camera because I wanted to be a YouTube vlogger, $400 wouldn't even get you the best camera. My camera is not great. I think it was like $350, and it's a beginner camera, but I have good lighting and stuff that makes it work because I am broke and also very cheap and don't want to upgrade. But we're talking about $1,000 for a decent camera with good autofocus and things like that, and then upwards of tens of thousands of dollars for anything that Hype or BigHit uses. $400 is on the cheaper side, and it's basic stuff. It's not going to be anything that big super professional producers or artists would use. And don't get me wrong, you can make amazing things from cheap stuff. This is not me shaming cheaper stuff. Everything I use is cheap, but it's to say that this is not considered expensive, especially for Suga, who, if J Pearl helped with the mixtape, $400 would be nothing as a thank you gift. But for those who did think this was a bigger gift, I can see why it would appear that they're dating. This allegedly became such a big deal that it was rumored J Pearl posted a statement saying that he was not dating Suga and he was not gay. I couldn't find the official statement, but I did see a lot of people talk about this. So I don't know if that ever actually happened. But apparently also after that statement, he got a lot of backlash for even addressing it, because by saying he's straight, he came off as homophobic, like, ew, I'm not gay. But I don't think he said ew or would ever do that. Saying you're not gay is not homophobic. Saying you never do gay stuff is also not homophobic. You can't pressure people into doing gay stuff they don't want to do. Also, it doesn't make you homophobic to be uncomfortable that people are calling you gay when you're not. I am bi, and I get very uncomfortable when people say, oh, you're bi, so you're gay. No, I'm not. But I don't have anything against gay people, obviously. This was a big enough deal that apparently BigHit put out a statement to deny this. But this news was posted on a weird website, no official website, and most of the tweets that talked about BigHit putting out a statement and did put a link, the link led to articles talking about the whole Suga and Suran dating thing, which was a big deal that Suran herself apparently also said something in an Instagram post. I do find it interesting that Suga never denied the rumors of J Pearl, and Suga never came out and said that he wasn't gay either. It might be to avoid the, oh, you're homophobic comments, or he didn't feel the need to do it. While these rumors and theories online were allegedly filling up the comment section of J Pearl's Instagram, BTS is so big that they have so much going on that these rumors aren't even seen on BTS's page. It's covered by the comments about their new song or whatever. So Suga may not have realized that this was happening to his producer friend, although our king Suga doesn't have to say anything publicly, because most people like me can probably see that this is a strange thing that people are saying. Although the idea of Suga dating a producer is really cute to me. I really like this thought. I think that he should go for people that are producers. I think he'd have a lot in common with them, and whether he go for a man or a woman, that is totally up to him, and I will be here to support. Our boys are seeing a lot of support lately, and people seem to be coming out of their shell and showing support to BTS. I think it's very interesting to see support outside the fandom. I think you have really made it as an artist when there's some people who know about you, know about your popularity, and just have a few songs sprinkled into their playlist and listen to you occasionally. I don't know if that makes sense. Like when BTS being on the radio becomes just a part of your normal day, and it's not like, wait, who are these guys? It's just a very casual, oh, they're playing BTS next, and then they're like, oh, I think Beyonce is next. I think BTS has gotten to this level where it's not seen as weird that they're famous. I hope so. I definitely hope that we can see more support from other groups, and specifically girl groups showing love to BTS. Now, these girl groups aren't immune to BTS. Just like a lot of fangirls like BTS, so do female idols. They can't resist them either. So I think we should normalize idols supporting each other without it being a big deal. Of course, I'm not the only one who thinks that. I want to give a shout out to this Instagram account here. They tagged me in one of their edits, and this page makes such amazing edits, and it's very clear that it's an edit, and it's BangPink edits, which is BTS and BLACKPINK. And it's clear not because it's a bad edit, but it's because the person wrote it in the bio. Now, there was this edit here that went viral, and I think I saw some people talk about it. And I don't know the original clip or where they found this clip, but it was a clip of Jennie showing something. And I think the BTS album edited it. It looked really real. And these edits are never done in malice or in a harmful way. We as people who are ARMYs and blinks like to see edits like this. It kind of scratches an itch we have in our brains that we hope to see BTS and BLACKPINK interact. And of course, this made it appear that Jennie was showing love to BTS's album. Now, I do think the two groups do listen to each other's music. We had a clip not too long ago of Taeyang singing Lovesick Girls, so it's pretty obvious that they do listen to each other's music. It's just not a public thing. I mean, girl groups even get backlash when they're at an event or something, and BTS is simply on the radio or anything like that. And people will use that as evidence that the girl group and BTS have an intimate relationship. But obviously, if it's the radio, then it's not in your control which song to pick. And if you hear BTS, are you to turn it right off? Why? You don't hate them, so keep it on. But even if it was a playlist and not a radio, they put BTS on the playlist. They like BTS's song, just like the rest of the world. I did see this clip of Jennie and BTS's album, and I was hoping it was real. I think most people were. I think if it was real, it would literally blow up the internet. I think a lot of people would be talking about this, and it would be a big deal. Maybe even dating and cheating rumors would occur. It would be this whole thing. But hey, you know what? Just do it. Here's the thing. Show public affection to each other. Show how much you guys love each other. And then whatever backlash you get, and then just live your normal life. It's going to be shocking for the first 24 hours for these 3-year-olds. But then after that, people will start to accept that you're friends, and then you can just make music together and be normal. I also don't think it would even be possible for their careers to end if they were friends publicly, because even if they were rumored to be dating, it's usually the label that cancels them or drops them over these quote-unquote scandals. And BigHit ain't dropping BTS. They'd be so dumb to do that. Also, BTS is like part owner. It's not possible. They would have to step down themselves. But then YG ain't dropping BLACKPINK. That's not happening. So just do it. Do it like Nike and just do it. I want to wake up tomorrow and see a picture of Lisa and Jungkook standing next to each other and it not be edited. I'm kidding, but I hope one day they have the courage to work together and have peace. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if I'm already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check that out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you like to see over there. We currently do have over 400 videos that are already up on there, and we do have a great time kind of interacting with each other and having fun and all of that. So if you're interested in being a part of that, link is in the top description down below. There's also a video over there that kind of goes over how you can support this channel even more if you'd like to do that. That video is on the front page and you can check it out. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.